So I'm Gary Weiner, hi, and I started with Big Brothers Big Sisters when I was matched with Richie about 20 years ago. So at the time, Richie was about age 11, and I was older than that. But it was at a time where both of my children, Evan and Elise, were grown to the extent that they were already out of the house and in college, and had some extra time on my hands with the kids out of the house, and thought I'd just look into doing something, with Big Brothers Big Sisters, which I really was not that familiar with, only by name.
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Richie. I'm 31 years old, and I was matched with Gary when I was 11. I was raised by my grandparents on my mother's side. My grandfather died when I was 9, so my grandmother carried out raising me. She definitely did her best and cared tremendously about me, but she felt the need that I needed a male figure in my life. So she went on to the organization to see if we can find me a big brother, of course, from Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Right off the bat, I would say that we got along well, and so we did get together for about an hour and a half or so every week. As they profiled me and they profiled Richie. So I think they did a good job with that.
I believe it took about a year or so for a real connection, and this is what it took. It took him showing up with consistency to really bond and grow that connection between us. We did do a lot of activities and enjoyed them all, from tennis to golfing. I learned quite a bit. We even hit up a few Red Sox games, which was fantastic. I would have never experienced that if it wasn't for Gary.
Even at a young age of 11, Richie was very much into cars and could generally sort of recite different statistics about different cars and different engines and this, that, and the other. So he had a pretty good focus on that at an early age. And so I do remember a couple of the early things that we did would either come over to my house and we would build some car models. I was never really proficient at that, but I was, between the two of us, we got it done more or less.
Most of all, I really loved that slot car. That was a really cool hobby to get into, and just being able to build it and spend an hour racing it around the track. I am here in Texas. I got out of the Army this past year, about 11 months ago. And so I got out here in Texas, and we recently just moved to Round Rock, Texas, which is right outside of Austin. We bought a home about 2 months ago, me and my wife, Miriam, and we have 3 girls. Our oldest is Jasmine, she is 9. Our middle is Leah, she is 4. And our youngest is Christine, she is 1. We have a few pets to add to that too. I'm just recently promoted to co-manager for Walmart. So that's fantastic. I'm excited about that. Life is good. I can't complain. Outside of COVID, life is good.
And I think just to see how Richie has matured and become an adult, and most importantly, a caring husband and parent, is incredibly rewarding to me.
The time you spent with me all those years truly had an impact on me as I grew up. Teenage years are never easy for anyone. So from the bottom of my heart, I truly thank you for everything.
My pleasure, Richie.